Pull up that easy chair and sit right down for the best music in your town.
Here on Way Back with Johnny. Now don't turn that dial. The program's about to begin.
From Nashville, Tennessee, it's the Faron Young Show.
Hi there, folks. This is Faron Young, inviting you and yours to join us for the Faron Young Show right here on this radio station.
Wind me up, turn me on, and watch me cry for you. Lately, drinking warm red wine is all.
If you got a Cadillac, boy, and a party room shack, boy, a bucket full of money, and a tree full of honey.
See with you one night, you and me alone. Kiss your lips and hold you tight, have you for my own.
Howdy, friends and listeners of the Way Back with Johnny show here on CFRC and www.oshawarocks.com. This here is your old host with the most country western music, Johnny Woodlock. And for the next 2 hours, I'd like to invite y'all into a 3-hour celebration to the life and the career, and of course the music of Faron Young, the great sheriff of country music. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this trip down memory lane into those old honky-tonk dance halls here on CFRC 119 FM and also OshawaRocks.com. Welcome in, friends.
I was looking through your window, saw you kissing someone else. You reached up and turned my picture slowly, face to the wall, face to the wall, so you wouldn't have to see you've gone and left me. You're with somebody new, but I wonder if you told him I bought the clothes on you. When you two are we must all stick together, or else I'll lose my mind.
Well, good morning to each and every one of you in downtown Kingston listening area. The Way Back with Johnny show coming to you via the Woodlock Ranch and Studios in Cornwall, Ontario. We can also be heard, as mentioned, over CFRC 119 FM in downtown Kingston, Ontario, as well as throughout the Greater Toronto area at www.oshawarocks.com and also YouTube at Way Back with Johnny on YouTube. With all that mentioned, I'd like to invite y'all in, and let's go back in time to the golden era of country music here this morning as we pay tribute to Faron Young. It is the last Sunday in February, the closest Sunday to Faron Young's birthday, when he was born February the 25th in 1932 in Shreveport, Louisiana. He would go on to become a very much respected member of the early days of pioneering country music and also a honky-tonk style of hardcore traditional country music. Faron joined the Opry in 1954 and also had become an inductee to the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville in 2000, 4 years following his passing, which was on December 10th, 1996 at the age of 64, following self-inflicted gunshot wounds. It is said that Faron felt he had been left behind in the country music field, and it was also said that he had suffered several illnesses, including emphysema, later in his life. He is remembered today for his songs like Hello Walls, and of course 4 in the Morning, and to name but a few. Today it is my hope to, along with you, my many listeners, remember the true pioneer and country music legend with a lot of his signature songs, and a few of the lesser known songs as well. Let's open today's program with Hank Lachlan, the great tenor of country music, and a fitting song called Country Music Hall of Fame. Then we'll follow with Faron's signature song called Live Fast, Love Hard, Die Young. With that, welcome in, friends, and happy listening here on the Way Back with Johnny show over this great channel.
I was roaming round in Nashville in the state of Tennessee, for I love that country music, it's as soulful as can be. I have gathered their records, for I cherish every name, so I found myself a-standing in the Country Hall of Fame. My heart beat somewhat faster as I walked in through the door, for I heard the sound of voices I had often heard before.
A happy kind of sadness brought a teardrop to my eye. Now I'll tell you what I saw there, and I'm sure that you'll see why. Jimmy Rogers, railroad lantern, and his faithful old guitar. I could hear that old blue yodel coming from somewhere afar. Roy Acuff in bronze likeness with the great Fred Rose, his friend. And I heard that Wabash cannonball somewhere around the bend. The guitar of Eddie Arnold, memories of cattle call. Chet Atkins will be with him when the work's all done this fall. From the auto harp of Maybelle, wildwood flowers seem to ring. Riley Puckett and Gid Tanner, how they all could pick and sing. I could hear George Hay announcing as I stood there in the room. I could hear Tex Ritter singing his classic song I knew. Minnie Pearl, so glad to be there, and Hank Snow keeps moving on. May the Lord bless those still living and the ones who's joined his throne. Cowboy Copas, Hawkshaw Hawkins, Gentleman Jim, and Patsy Cline. Rod Bradsfield, Ira Lubin, these stars will always shine. Ernest Tubb, the great Red Foley, and Hank Williams, bless his name. Though some are gone, they'll live forever in the Country Hall of Fame.
Here is a very good friend of mine in country music and one of the top stars. You know, I don't think I've ever worked a show with this gentleman that there's not been a full house, and that is one of the finest compliments you could pay to any artist. Faron Young, let's make it up.
I wanna live fast, love hard, die young, and leave a beautiful memory. I wanna live fast, love hard, die young, and leave a beautiful memory. Don't want slow walking or sad singing, let them have a jubilee. I wanna leave a lot of happy women, I'm thinking pretty thoughts of me. I wanna live fast, love hard, die young, and leave a beautiful memory. I got a hot rod car and a cowboy suit, and I really do get around. I got a little black book and the gals look cute, and I know the name of every spot in town. I wanna find them, fool them, leave them, and let them do the same to me. I wanna live fast, love hard, die young, and leave a beautiful memory. Live fast, love hard, die young, and leave a beautiful memory. I'm a Wapa's cat, let me grab my hat, and baby come along with me. We're gonna do some fancy stepping, we're really going on a spree. I wanna live fast, love hard, die young, and leave a beautiful memory. Now you may not approve of the things I do, but it really don't bother me. But don't ever think you can tie me down. I'm gonna stay footloose and fancy free. So jump back, make tracks, move out, and let the pretty gals in me. I wanna live fast, love hard, die young, and leave a beautiful memory.
Well, yes, friends, following those opening songs, we're once again back here on the Way Back with Johnny show here on CFRC and www.oshawarocks.com. With all that mentioned, I'd like to welcome you all into this weekend's program if you're just joining us now. And as we begin the program, as we usually do, we would like to begin with sending out some special dedications. First will be a song from my beloved Mama Dawn and a song called Picture on the Wall, and is sung by one of Faron Young's earliest influences and mentors, Webb Pierce. Then we'll follow with another all-time classic, this time by Lefty Frizzell, going out to my friend and stepdad figure, Big Daddy Al as we call him. It's going to be Lefty Frizzell and his all-time classic called Smoking Cigarettes and Drinking Coffee Blues. And we'll wrap up with Faron Young again and a song called Family Bible, and that one will go out to all the listeners out there, but especially our good friend Willie Lapointe, the mayor of Verona as we often call him. And with that, welcome in friends and happy listening here on the Way Back with Johnny show.
There's an old and faded picture on the wall that has been hanging there for many years. It's a picture of my mother, and I know there is no other that will take the place of mother on the wall. On the wall, on the wall. How I love that dear old picture on the wall. Time is swiftly passing by, and I bow my head and cry. But I know I'll meet my mother after all. Now I have a little family of my own. Yes, I have a little family of my own. And I know I love them well, more than any tongue can tell. But I love that dear old picture on the wall. On the wall, on the wall. How I love that dear old picture on the wall. Time is swiftly passing by, and I bow my head and cry. But I know I'll meet my mother after all. But I know I'll meet my mother after all.
I guess I'll take a walk tonight. I know that I can't sleep, and I won't go to bed at all. I just lay there and wait. Instead I'll make our favorite spot. That's what I think I'll do. I got no smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee blue. Smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee all night long, wondering how a love so right could suddenly go wrong. I'd take the next bus out of town, but I gotta be near you. I got no smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee blue. Sitting at the table where I call my baby's name, wondering where our love went wrong, wondering who's to blame. Listening while the jukebox play the songs that make me blue. Another cup of coffee and a cigarette or two. Smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee all night long, wondering how a love so right could suddenly go wrong. There's a lot of other people know the misery I go through. I got those smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee blues. Rock of ages, rock of ages, left for me. There's a family Bible on the table. Each page is torn and hard to read, but the family Bible on the table will ever be my key to memories. At the end of days when work was over, and when the evening meal was done, Dad would read to us all from the old family Bible, and we'd count our many blessings one by one. I can see us sitting around the table when from the family Bible Dad would read, and I can still hear my mother softly singing, Rock of ages, rock of ages, cleft for me. Now this old world of ours is oh so full of trouble, but this world would oh so much better be if we'd find more Bibles on the tables and mothers singing Rock of Ages cleft for me. Rock of ages, rock of ages, cleft for me. When the Lord made me, He made a simple man. Not much money and not much land. The Lord made me, He made a black land farmer.
Howdy folks, this is the old blackland farmer Frankie Miller down in Texas, and you're listening to the Johnny Whitlock Show. And brother, when he talks to people like me, he's going way back. But he plays good country, and I'm glad y'all are listening.
Lord, I owe it all to you and my black land farm.
Now, friends, following those classic dedications, we're once again back here, and it's that time in the program to take our weekly trip up into the mighty Ottawa Valley, the valley we call the Ottawa, and our second home here at the Wayback program. With that mentioned, I'd like to put on a special dedication for my dear friends and family in radio, Uncle Ray and Aunt Margaret Chapisky in Eganville, Ontario. For them today will be the Silver Fox, as he was often referred to, Ron McMunn, in his classic called Bottle Filled with Wine. We'll then follow with another pioneer of the valley and a song going out to Vic and Linda May Garbett of Arnprior, Ontario. For them, it'll be Irwin Prescott and an old-time classic called Go Down Swingin'. And just a reminder that Vic does his weekly 3-hour Sunday evening show over CJHR Valley Heritage, 7 to 10. Then we'll wrap up with a song going out to my good friend Tom Wilson out there in Brockville, Ontario. And it's going to be Tom Wilson's own version of the old Ralph Carlson song called Not So Pretty Side of Town. With that, I'd like to say good day to all the Valley listeners. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
There's the table I reserved. There's the bottle filled with wine. There's the glasses, one is yours, that other one is mine. Tonight we drink together. This will be our last time, 'cause you are going your way and I am going mine. Let's drink to the future, first yours and then mine. Let's drink to those heartaches we both leave behind. Let's drink to you going your way and me going mine. We end it all tonight with this bottle filled with wine. Let's drink to the future, first yours and then mine. Let's drink to those heartaches we both leave behind. Let's drink to you going your way and me going mine. We end it all tonight with this bottle filled with wine.
Oh, the one I love don't want me hanging around. All she does, she builds me up, she lets me down. Tonight, she's with a stranger at a party in her home. And I'm down here in the tavern getting stoned. Well, if I gotta go, I'll go down swinging, where there's lights and laughter, booze and blondes, and lots of sad, sad singing. Oh, but I'd sober up tomorrow, cry all day, I know. At least I'll go down swinging. What a swinging way to go. with all the girls, I'll buy their wine. Play the jukebox till I'm down to my last dime. She thinks she's made a fool of me by loving someone else. She ought to see me make a fool out of myself. 'Cause if I gotta go, I'll go down swinging where there's lights and laughter, booze and blondes, lots of sad, sad singing. Oh, but I'd so do up tomorrow, cry all day, I know. At least I'll go down swinging. What a swinging way to go.
I went to visit you this afternoon, and I stood there and cried. I talked to your mom and dad, and then I left my heart and walked outside. An overdose of something is what the paper said when you were found in a cold, unfriendly room on the not so very pretty side of town. My thoughts went running back to the time when you were just a little girl, and all the dreams you had, the things you planned on doing in this world. You moved in next door at the time, I guess, when I was 17. You were only 9 or 10, just a little tomboy in blue jeans. A case of hero worship is the only explanation I can see. I tease and make you cry, but everywhere I went you followed me. Years go by and things change much faster than we ever realized. And one day where a child had been, a woman stood there right before my eyes. Somewhere along the way you grew up faster than you ever really planned. And once the wheel starts turning, it's hard to bring it back where it began. You became a swinger with a crowd who were always on the go. I never got to tell you that I love you, and now you never know. I went to visit you this afternoon, and I stood there and cried. I talked to your mom and dad, and then I left my heart and walked outside. An overdose of something is what the paper said when you were found in a cold, unfriendly room on the not so very pretty side of town. In a cold, unfriendly room on the not so very pretty side of town. I was born beside that river.
Hello, this is Tom Wilson of Border Bluegrass. You're listening to my good friend Johnny Woodlock on Way Back. Stay tuned for classic country music.
And the St. Lawrence River.
Now, friends, following that classic Ottawa Valley segment, we are once again back here, and it's that time in the program where I'd like to invite y'all to turn up the volume on the radio as we celebrate another pioneer of the country music genre of music with an shared interview. Now, I would like to share that I have reached out several times to the family of Faron Young, but anyway, with that mentioned, I sadly have not been able to reach them, and with that mentioned, I would like to pay tribute to the Sheriff of Country Music today. And I have done something else for this program today, and that is go back to the archives of my late friend Ralph Emery, the country music pioneer and radio broadcaster that I got to know very well before his passing. And it's going to be Faron Young and Ralph Emery from the golden era of the 1970s country music, and an all-time first part of a 3-part interview with Faron Young and Ralph Emery. With that mentioned, following this, we will hear an all-time first recording of Faron Young from 1953 called Going Steady. So with that, let's turn back the history books, Ralph Emery and his interview collection. Welcome in, friends. Now here's Faron and Ralph once again.
My guest is Faron Young. Faron, right away, I've got to ask you, maybe a lot of your fans don't know yet, but I'm sure some of them do if you've been working the stages. Why do you wear a ring in your ear?
I really put this thing on as a dare. Another guy and I did it together. I was down in Dallas at the time working a home show, and they had a stand over where they put earrings in.
Is your ear pierced?
Yeah. And so they have a little gun, they just shoot it in there. And I thought it was going to kill me, and I didn't know it was in there yet. And this other guy, we bet $1,000 between each other who'd be the first one to take it out. Well, his ear swelled up like a head of lettuce. I mean, he was the most pitiful looking thing, and mine never has hurt. And I was just ready to get blood poisoning near to your brain, kill him, because he'd died before he pulled it out, and I let him out of the bet. He pulled it out of his ear, and his ear looked well, I can't even talk. His ear looked like a balloon going down. But people got to just laughing at me about mine, so I took it over and had a diamond one made up and stuck it in there. They asked me what it was for.
That's very pretty. Look awful good on Hilda.
Oh, I bought her a set of them for her anniversary.
Just like that?
Yeah. I just wear one, see, because I figure if you wore two, I mean, it's strange enough with a one. If I wore two, I'd have to carry a purse, But I got a Hilda set of them.
How long you going to wear that thing?
I've had it in there about 5 months. Well, it's there now, why take it out? I got a lot of publicity out of it. People ask me why I put it in. I didn't tell them about the bet. I told them I'd quit drinking, and I put that in there to keep me from drinking anymore. I saw that
story in the paper.
Yeah, turned it 3 times, and I said, it hurts so bad you forget what you want. So, but it's really not an acupuncture. It's just like an earring. They put an acupuncture up in your ear up in there somewhere. A staple.
Yeah, I've seen that. We had a guest that had one of those.
Tommy has one in his ear to help lose weight.
I think Dick Feller, when he was on the show, he had a device like that in his ear.
I don't believe in it, but, I believe you won't drink, you'll drink. If you don't, you won't. I don't think something was ever sticking it. Somebody said, stick it in your ear. Stick the bottle in your ear.
All right, tell me about this song right here. Here I Am in Dallas.
I'm going to tell you about this song. When I recorded, I had a couple of ballads. As a rule, most of the records I put out get in the top 10 somewhere. And I've had about 70 of them so far. But I went there for about 3 good ballads that I thought were terrific ballad songs, and they didn't get maybe number 18, number 20. And I figured, well, evidently they're going to buy me on a ballad for a while, so I put out this piece of junk, is what I really called it. And the thing caught on. I was never expecting it. I had a ballad on the other side that I was relying on just in case. But this thing caught on.
I think one thing that helps sell the record here is the arrangement somebody has worked out with the band.
Well, that came off of the dub. Lamar Morris wrote it, and we just kind of copied his dub. One of the few dubs that I do copy. I usually try to go and rearrange everything, but we stayed pretty much with his pattern on it.
But this is a terrific arrangement, and old Faron has struck again.
Well, it's different, and I've had 2 or 3 stations that won't play it because of the word in it. But then I hear a lot of songs on the market that I'm not going to name none of them, but the people out there know what I'm talking about. A lot worse than this song could ever be. And because I say hell in it twice. And if people knew me very well, they'd know that was very, very mild for me. If they could only hear what we do on them sessions that don't get to come out, they'd think, boy, that's good.
Sheriff, in reviewing your career all these years, well, I was curious as to when you made your first record.
I made the first one back around 1950 on a label called Gotham Records, and they put Tillman Frank's name on it. I did the singing, and it said Tillman Franks was singing.
Oh, I've got a copy of that record.
It did pretty good out in Texas. In fact, Tillman got some call for show dates on it. But of course, he couldn't sing, so he told him had a sore throat or some reason, and he wouldn't accept the dates. And later on, I recorded for Capitol, and the first big thing that I came up here on was Have I Waited Too Long and Tattletale Tears.
Yeah, I remember that.
It brought me to the opera, and then the next record I cut was Going Steady.
Farron, did you ever tell a lie?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Sure, I lie all the time.
You do?
If it's worth it, don't you?
No,
I don't. No. I'm not a liar or a cheater or a thief, but yes, I think anybody tells lies to keep down trouble and things.
Oh, I see what you do. But
a barefaced lie, I don't tell.
A barefaced lie, you don't tell. Normally, you're very candid with people. You tell them just what you think.
Just what I think, yeah. But, I mean, there's times that I have to lie to my wife of 22 years or she was to my wife of 2 months. You got to do it.
You believe then in the little white lie?
I definitely believe if you can stop a lot of things, tell it.
You stop a lot of trouble.
I'm not saying Watergate the thing. I'm just saying, irrigate it a little bit.
I want to ask you, is it true one time you told your band, don't try to live like I do, you can't afford it?
That's right. I tell a lot of people that. I said, that's like my sons, they want to come around and say, Daddy, how can I make the kind of money you do? I said, rob banks. I tried to get you to, like my oldest boy, he's a welder now. I tried to get him to be in the music business. Well, he just wouldn't hear to it at all.
How old is he now?
He's 21.
It's really strange that those two little boys have grown up. How old's the other one?
The other one's 18.
What's he doing?
He just graduated from high school. I got him working down there in the building right now. He don't do too much. Now, he took after his mother. When it comes not to wanting to do anything, that's her side of the family.
But the older one is welding?
Yeah, he works, and he's a good worker. But Robin is just the opposite.
It's Damon?
Damien, uh-huh.
And Robin?
Robin won't, like every time I walk in the building, he'll have a Coke or be standing there with a cigarette, and then he'll see me come, he'll grab a broom or something. I said, why is it every time I walk up, you automatically just starting to work? As soon as I leave, he quits.
That's so you won't lay him off.
Yeah. Well, it was cheaper to hire him because, he was sitting at the house eating up all the groceries, so I thought I'd bring him up there. And he'd been wanting to move out and get an apartment, so I told him I'd pay part of it because it would really be cheaper on me if he'd move out. But I can't get the kid out of the house. Yeah.
You try to kick him out of the nest?
Well, one of these days he'll go to work and we'll move.
And not tell him where you
moved?
Not
tell him nothing.
Faron, how much of the Music City News are you into?
Well, I started it, and I own the biggest part of it. I've sold a portion of it to a Multimedia, a big company that owns about 20 other newspapers. And I started, 10, 12 years ago now. And I have yet to take a dime from Music City News. I never took a penny, a postage stamp out of it. And the reason I started was we had several, country journals started, and then they went broke, went out of business, and no support. And this thing like put me in the poorhouse, really, when I first started, because that was costing me, $3,000 to $4,000 a month. I right out of my pocket for payroll and getting it printed and getting mail. And finally, it started making its own, and it makes money now. It does very well, but myself and the other owners take no money from Music City News. Everything that is made goes back into the paper to make it a better paper.
I think your partner has a lot of newspapers, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they got 20-something newspapers and about 5 or 6 television stations and 5 or 6 radio stations.
Do you ever get involved in editorial policy or anything in the paper?
The only thing I ever do is go to the board meetings. I'm still the president of it, and we see how much money we made, and outside that, I let Betty Cox and them run that thing.
How about when you have an ad in there with your picture?
I pay.
You pay?
In fact, I don't even get a discount. They'll run specials and they won't let me in on them. Most people don't believe it. When I started that paper, a lot of the other artists thought, well, yeah, he owns it, so naturally. So if you'll ever notice, I keep very little of me in that paper. I tell my writers not to mention me that much in that paper because I don't want nobody to think because I own it, they can put anything I want in there. So the 2 or 3 stores I've had, they made me put them in there, really.
Faron, I want to talk about Little Faron for a moment. Occasionally I'll ask you to repeat a story. This is about young Faron. You told me an interesting story one time about Hank Williams being up on a balcony, and you were a young, smart kid, and you were yelling up at him.
No, not really. I kind of dug him out. We were just out one night riding around like the teenagers you see on Happy Days on TV nowadays, And Hank was sitting up on this stoop behind the Louisiana hayride, and I just hollered. I said, "Hey, Hank." He said, "What do you want, boy?" I said, "I'm going to be up on that stage with you one of these days." He said, "I hope you do, boy." And that was like the Lord answering me up there, And about a year later, I came to the opera, and Hank was up there at the opera, and I went on stage and sang. When I came off, he come over and got me by the shoulder, because he didn't remember me. He said, "You're going to make it in this business, boy. You've got what it takes to make it." And I said, "Did you remember that time?" And he remembered it. He said, "Yeah." So you were them punks that came up and hollered at me.
Was he one of your idols, Faron?
Yes, definitely.
Did you ever try to sing like him?
Yes, sir. I darn sure did. Him and Eddie Arnold and George Morgan.
Did you?
And Nat King Cole.
Did you have to?
See there, I liked Blacks Before Charlie Pride. Just to prove it to you.
Did you have to be careful not to copy him when you made records?
Well, I did copy him. Really, Going Steady sounds a whole lot like Hank. In fact, they thought Hank had written the song, but he didn't. But I was singing like him. I think everybody you start walking by watching somebody walk. You learn how to talk by imitation. So everybody learned. You know, George Jones used to sing a whole lot like him, and look at the guys that tried to sing like Eddie Arnold. Look at the guys trying to sing like Ray Price. But I finally ended up with a definite style of my own by getting Arnold and Morgan and all these guys together on records.
What do you tell people when they come up and say, "We got an old boy over here in the next town that sounds just like so-and-so," and they'll mention some big star?
Yeah.
What do you tell them?
I tell them to go see that guy, that big star. So we got a guy over here sings just like Johnny Cash. I said, "You ought to tell him to go see Johnny Cash, because he's looking for another singer." What gets me is they'll come up and say, "I got to go over and sing just like you." I said, "Really?" They said, "Yeah, in fact, he sings better than you do." I don't doubt that at all.
Well, me and my baby, her going steady. We ain't married, but we're getting ready to tie the knot, and I'm gonna make her my own. Now that I found her, I'm gonna keep her. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. She's my baby. She's going steady with me. Well, I've been honky-tonkin' around nearby all my life, but now I got a steady babe, and I'm gonna make her my wife. All you rolling ramblers can leave her alone. Don't even try to date her on the phone, 'cause she's my baby. She's going steady with me. Well, now, sweet baby, that we're going steady, I'll go up and ask your daddy what he thinks if you and I are wed. 'Cause I love you and you love me. We're both as happy as we can be, and I hope your daddy will let you go steady with me. Well, we'll get the rings and be on our way to see the preacher man. And when you say I do, sweetheart, I'll slip the ring on your loving hand. Everything's gonna turn out fine. I'll be yours and you'll be mine, 'cause you're my baby. You're going steady with me.
Morning and hear my radio. Come to life with music from my favorite bluegrass show. Now look at me, baby, I'm on the way gone.
Can you hear the lonesome dove?
How Alrighty, friends and listeners, this here's your old host with the most. I'd like to tell you all about the 2026 Gallup Canal Bluegrass Festival. Coming up the summer of 2026, happening from June 17th to the 20th, where you can see some of the greatest bluegrass legends of today, such as Jackson Hollow, High River, and of course, our headliner, Junior Sisk. The full weekend pass only costs $120 in advance. That's until June 1st to 2026. However, there will also be day passes available at the gate. So get yours today by visiting gallupcanalbluegrass.ca or by contacting Barb at 613-543-3114. See y'all there, friends.
Where we vow to love each other. Heavenly angel, I'm where I belong, right here in your arms. Path I choose. I'm hooked on bluegrass music. It's the only drug I use.
And yes, friends, I do hope y'all enjoyed that first part of a 3-part interview with our late friend Ralph Emery and the legendary sheriff of country music, Faron Young. Now, as I welcome y'all back in here following that interview, we would like to once again turn back the years and dive into the vinyl blast from Vinyl Past. But first, we must open the vinyl vault door. Now that Vinyl Vault door is once again open, let's turn back the years to the 1960s era of country music and an unusual recording by Faron Young called The Old Courthouse. It was released in 1964 on the original album that was called Story Songs for Country Folk. With that, I'd like to pay tribute to this all-time story song called The Old Courthouse. And with that, we'll be back following this send us into the second hour. Good morning, friends, and happy listening.
Hello? Oh, hello, Jim. Yeah, I just walked in the house myself. Oh, it's a fact, all right. They're gonna tear the old courthouse down. I heard about it in town just before I left. Municipal building, some of them said they're gonna call it. Bigger and better all around. No, they ain't gonna have no voting on it. They just decided to tear the old courthouse down. Oh, I'm like you, Jim. I reckon I hate to see it go. Why, when I was just a boy in my teens, Paul brought me to town for the first time. That was the first big building I'd ever seen. Later bought the license to marry the woman there. Paid taxes on my first piece of land. Voted the first time right there in them old wooden halls. I reckon that old building watched a lot of us grow into men. Got the children's birth certificates there. All of them still living except one. It was the big war, Jim, you remember. You remember, don't you? That's where we lost him. The rest of them's all married up now, and they got little time for us old folks. I reckon that new building's for them. Yeah, it's gonna be a big cover the square. Won't have a yard. Yeah, right out to the street. Of course, that ain't gonna leave no room to argue religion and politics or the champs and checker players to meet. You know, now that they're tearing that old courthouse down, it seems like I'm losing a friend. Dad burn it, Jim, that building ain't no older than I am. Guess a feller ought to prepare, I reckon, for the end. What's that you say, Jim? Oh, yeah, I'll meet you there in town Saturday like I always have. Well, I guess out in the street, I guess, Jim. Yeah, but then the courthouse and the wooden benches will all be gone. There won't be nowhere to sit down and rest. Hey, Jim, before you ring off, you know, I was thinking, if there's an everyday place in the promised land, you know, an off-duty congregation ground, I believe I'd be happy with that old courthouse yard where our Lord will walk up and say, welcome. Here's your place. Come on, fellas. Sit down. Sit down.
When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there.
Well, yes, friends, following that classic from 1964, we are once again back here, and it's that time in the program to send us into the second hour of our Way Back with Johnny's tribute to Faron Young. With that mention, I would like to salute a collection of sacred gospel-inspired songs. First, we'll hear from Charlie Walker, the legendary Texas singer, and a gospel favorite called There Is a Fountain. We'll then hear from the legendary Johnny Paycheck and his all-time classic called Every Minute I Want Jesus. And then we'll follow with none other than Mansion Over the Hilltop by Faron himself. With that, I hope you all stay around for another 2 hours of great country classics. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
There is a fountain filled with blood drawn from Emmanuel's pains, and sinners plunged beneath that flood lose all their guilty stains, lose all their guilty stains, lose all their guilty stains, and sinners plunged beneath that flood lose all their guilty stains. When this poor lisping, stammering tongue lies silent in the grave, then in a nobler, sweeter song I'll sing thy power to save. I'll sing thy power to save. I'll sing thy power to save. Then in a nobler, sweeter song I'll sing thy power to save. A dying thief rejoiced to see that fountain in his day, and there may I, though vile as he, wash all my sins away, wash all my sins away, wash all my sins away, and there may I, though vile as he, wash all my sins away.
I want to be a help to Jesus every day. I want his light to shine on everything I do or say. I want his love to always be my daily guide. Every minute I want Jesus by my side. Yes, I want Jesus by my side when I feel blue. I know I'll never have another friend that is so true. How good to know that in my heart His love abides.
years, done it all. He's always standing by to help me when he hears my call. And not one thing I've asked him for has been denied. Every minute I want Jesus by my side. Yes, I want Jesus by my side when I feel blue. I know I'll never have another friend so true. How good to know that in my heart His love abides. Every minute I want Jesus by my side.
I'm satisfied with just a cottage below, a little silver and a little gold. But in that city where the ransom will shine, I want a gold one that's silver lined. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we will never more wander, but walk on streets that are purest gold.
Don't think me poor or deserted or lonely. I'm not discouraged, I'm heaven bound.
I'm just a pilgrim in search of a city. I want a mansion, a harp and a crown. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old.
We'll never grow old.
And someday yonder we will never more wander, but walk on streets that are purest gold.
I was roaming round in Nashville in the state of Tennessee.
Hi, everybody. This is Ralph Emery in Nashville. You're listening to Johnny Woodlock here on Way Back.
These stars will always shine. They'll live forever in the Country Hall of Fame.
Now, friends, following those classic gospel favorites, we're once again back here on the Way Back with Johnny show here on CFRC 101.9 FM. We're also coming to you via the Woodlock Ranch and Studios in Cornwall, Ontario, where this is recorded weekly. We can also be heard, as mentioned, over historic CFRC 101.9 FM in the heart of the limestone city of Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Also heard throughout the Greater Toronto Area and Durham County at www.oshawarocks.com. And yes, of course, via our YouTube YouTube channel at Way Back with Johnny on YouTube. With all that mentioned, I'd like to welcome y'all into this, the second hour of our program today, with a double feature of a man I knew very well before his passing at the age of 102 in 2023. That, of course, is the country legend Merv Shiner, who would have celebrated his 105th birthday this past week. With that mentioned, I would like to pay tribute and honor my late friend and musical hero, Merv Shiner, here today with a double feature. First will be an all-time classic called Nobody's Child, and then we'll follow with another all-time favorite that you might remember Ted Dago doing on the Ruby album he brought out many years ago, but it's called Big Brother. With that, I would like to welcome you all into the second hour of our morning show, and welcome in, friends. Happy birthday, Merv. We still miss you.
I was slowly passing an orphan's home one day. Stopped there for a moment just to watch the children play. Alone a boy was standing, and when I asked him why, he turned with eyes that did not see, and he began to cry. I'm nobody's child, I'm nobody's child. I'm like a flower just growing wild. No mommy's kisses and no daddy's smile. Nobody wants me, I'm nobody's child. People come for children and take them for their own, but they all seem to pass me by, and I am left alone. I know they like to take me, but when they see I'm blind, they always take some other child, and I am left behind. I just can't seem to understand why the folks all pass me by. 'Cause I know it's true, God takes little children with him up in the sky. And they tell me I'm oh so pretty, and they love my curls of gold. But still they take some other child, and I'm left here all alone. No mother's arms to hold me or soothe me when I cry. Sometimes it gets so lonesome here, I wish that I could die. I'd walk the streets of heaven where all the blind could see. Just like all the other kids, there'd be a home for me. I'm nobody's child, I'm nobody's child. I'm like a flower just growing wild. No mommy's kisses and no daddy's smile. Nobody wants me, I'm nobody's child. She was 7 and I was just 10 when she moved next door to the house we lived in. She followed me around and got in my hair. Wherever I looked, she'd be there. An awkward little girl with big brown eyes. She'd ask me over for tea and mud pies. A freckle-faced angel, always in my way, but I couldn't refuse when she'd say, Big brother, take me with you. Wherever you're going, I want to go too. You're so silly, the things that you do, but big brother, how I love you. As she grew older, I take a fair when it came to town. The sideshows and candy would keep us all day, and when we were late she would say, Mother, there's no need to worry and fuss. My big brother can take care of us. He's like one of our own family. Big brother takes care of me. The years flew by, and one night in the spring, all of a sudden she was 18. No longer the little girl I'd known all my life, and I wanted to make her my wife. But a few days later, her heart all aglow, in order that I'd be the first one to know, she brought him over and in her sweet way told me of their wedding day. Big brother, I've been so long. Now big brother will have to be strong. So I'll turn and hide these tears in my eyes. I can't let her see big brother cry.
Now, friends, I would like to once again welcome our very special member of our morning team to our program today, none other than Simbush the Wonder Husky, as she shares some of her classic favorites of the Faron Young collection of country music. With that mentioned, Faron was well known for his honky-tonk barroom style songs. So let's begin with 1959 and a classic called Face to the Wall. We'll then follow with another all-time classic called Country Girl, and we'll follow that with, yes, wrapping up this set with none other than an all-time classic called I Miss You Already and You're Not Even Gone. With that, I would like to welcome you all into the Way Back with Johnny show, and also thank little Simbush for her contribution to today's program. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
Was I farther from your conscience standing face to the wall? I suspected there was something that you were telling me, and last night I learned the reason for it all. I was looking through your window, saw you kissing someone else. You reached up and turned my picture slowly, face to the wall, face to the wall, so you wouldn't have to see anything at all to make you think of me. Did the cheapness of the moment make you feel ashamed and small? Was I farther from your conscience standing face to the wall? Alone out in the darkness were the eyes that worshipped you. As you cheated me, I watched my idol fall. With your arms around another and his lips where mine should be, then I saw you turn my picture slowly, face to the wall, face to the wall, so you wouldn't have to see anything at all to make you think of me. Did the cheapness of the moment make you feel ashamed and small? Was I farther from your conscience standing face to the wall? I met you, my country girl, you didn't have a thing. I fell in love, I dressed you up, then I bought the ring. I was teaching you to love, you were learning fine. Then one day you learned too much, and it poisoned your sweet mind. Now you've gone and left me, you're with somebody new. But I wonder if you told him I bought the clothes on you. When you two are dancing and you whisper soft and sweet, I wonder if you'll tell him I bought the shoes on your feet. Now I've lost my country girl to a city love affair. He built you up, you fell for him, you didn't treat me fair. You think that he's the dream come true, he says he loves you so. But wait until the word gets out, I taught you all that you know. Now you've gone and left me, you're with somebody new. But I wonder if you told him I bought the clothes on you. When you two are dancing and you whisper soft and sweet, I wonder if you'll tell him I bought the shoes on your feet. I miss you already, and you're not even gone. The time has come, you're telling me goodbye. I know that I can't stop you if I try. I've had so many chances, now I'll have to set you free. I watch you go too late, I know how much you mean to me. Yes, I admit you already, don't know how I'll go on. I miss you already, and you're not even gone. Just kiss me once again and please don't cry. I promise there'll be no more alibis. I'll have to find myself a way to face this loneliness. I was untrue, mistreated you, I've lost my happiness. Yes, I admit you already, don't know how I'll go on. I miss you already, and you're not even gone.
You say it's over, you say it's through.
Hi, everybody. This is Ronnie Robinson. You're listening to Johnny Woodluck right here on this good station.
Memories just
Now, friends, I'd like to welcome you all back in here, following the way back with Johnny's salute to our beloved companion and furry mascot, Simbush the Wonder Husky. With that mentioned, we're going to pay tribute to the segment I like to call the Great Canadian Northern Gems by even greater Canadian Northern Legends. And with that, let's begin with Gary Buck and a song going out to my good friend up there in Niagara Falls, who I'll be seeing in a couple weeks, Bob Gardner. Bob was good friends with the late great Gary Buck, singer-songwriter out of Alberta, and Gary's got a version of Faron Young's old classic called An Occasional Wife. Then we'll follow with the pride of the Prince Edward County and the pride of the singing Post family, Norman Post, and his classic I Took a Memory to Lunch. And we'll wrap up with this set with none other than another legend of Canadian country music who celebrates her birthday on 4th of March, and that of course is our beloved Queen of Canadian country music, Miss Carol Baker. And from the Queen, it's going to be an all-time classic called One Is One Too Many. With that, welcome in, friends, and happy listening here on this great channel.
If our life's worth living together, then why just let it go? If our love's worth saving, then it needs your attention to grow. It needs more than just an occasional piece of your life. A home just can't stand when it has an occasional wife. The name of the game you're playing must be just see how far you can go. Oh, but can't you see what it's doing to me and the world we both used to know? 'Cause if our life's worth living together, then why let it go? If our love's worth saving, then it needs your attention to grow. Well, it needs more than just an occasional piece of your life. No, a home just can't stand when it has an occasional wife.
He was just the average kind of guy you find hanging round the bar. By the way he listened to our band, I knew he played guitar. So when the show was over, I just had to talk to him. Shook his hand, said, "How you doing?" He just answered with a grin. He said, "Can I buy you something?" I said, "No thanks, I don't drink." Then the strangest look came across his face, and he looked at me and winked. He said, "I joined AA just last year. It's sure been mighty rough. One drink is one too many, and 1,000's not enough."
played guitar some years ago, and they say I played it well. Music was my only love, but I just had to give it up. One drink is one too many, and 1,000's not enough. So I gave him my guitar, said, won't you please play me a song? Shook his head, said, I just couldn't. I haven't played one for so long. So I coaxed him just a little more, and he finally gave up. Sang a song of one's too many, and 1,000's not enough. So now I understand it as he plays and sings his song, and I know it's through the grace of God he's found where he belongs. I know that he was drowning once, but for the last time he's come up. He said one is one too many, and 1,000's not enough. Yes, he said one is one too many, and 1,000's not enough.
Today the weather was so pretty. At noon I went out for a stroll. I walked and did some window shopping and met someone I used to know. The years had been kind to her beauty. When I first saw her, my heart jumped. Tonight, if I seem disenchanted, I took a memory to lunch. We sat and talked about the old days with misty teardrops in our eyes, and we confirmed an old suspicion. The past grows old but never dies. The charm that brought our two hearts together, by 4 o'clock was just too much. The days and years we had between us were down to just 2 coffee cups. Now you can't relive life in an hour. The afternoon kept dragging on. I'm sorry that I'm late for dinner. I took a memory to lunch. Yes, I took a memory to lunch.
Tempting
Hi, folks. I'm Carol Baker. You're listening to the Way Back, my good friend, Johnny Woodlock. I know you're going to love the show.
10 little fingers reached out to rescue me.
Well, yes, friends, once again, it's that time in the program to welcome a very special member of our morning team to our program. That, of course, is none other than our littlest member, Gunny the Dachshund. With that mentioned, Gunny has her collection of the later ballads of Faron Young's from the 1970s era. So let's begin with an all-time classic called You're Still Mine. Then we'll follow with another all-time favorite, this time by Faron Young, called That Over 30 Look. And we'll wrap up with none other than another favorite, and that, of course, is a classic called One Man World. With that, I would like to salute these classics and also thank Gunny for her contribution to today's program. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
You're still mine each moment you're away. You're still mine, don't forget it for a day. Just go on and have yourself a time, just as long as you remember you're still mine. Don't you know how much I miss you, 'cause I never could resist you, and I'm sure while you're away you'll have lots of chances at finding new romances. But remember what I have to say. See your friends and have yourself a ball. Dance and sing won't bother me at all. But don't fall for anybody's line. And remember when they hold you, you're still mine. See old friends and have yourself a ball. Dance and sing won't bother me at all. But don't fall for anybody's line. And remember when they hold you, you're still mine. That over 30 look sure looks good on you, and you're as lovely as I ever dreamed you'd be. That over 30 look sure looks good on you. I wish it looked just half as good on me. The years have sure been kind. You should thank old Father Time. No one could guess your age unless they knew. So pretend you're 29 if you want to, girl, that's fine. Oh, but that over 30 look looks good on you. You're just like vintage wine. Oh, you get better, girl, with time. glad, and that's a fact. We can't turn that old clock back, 'cause that over 30 look looks good on you. Yeah, that over 30 look looks good on you.
Let my teardrops fall where they want to. Let my love for you fade away. If I have to hurt, then I want to. If that will make your memory go away. Let my world come falling down around me. Maybe then your memory will be gone. Then I'll rebuild my world the way it should be. A one-man world where I can live alone. Let me build a world with no danger of letting you remind me of the past. Everyone I meet will all be strangers, and maybe then my one-man world will last. Let my world come falling down around me. Maybe then your memory will be gone. Then I'll rebuild my world the way it should be. A one-man world where I can live alone. A one-man world where I can live alone.
Village where I lived and grew has been renamed to our number 2.
Hi, everyone. This is Barry Brown of the Family Brown, and you're listening to my good friend Johnny Woodlock on Way Back with Johnny. Keep listening, folks.
No, I can't believe God's moved 10 miles away.
Now, friends, once again, it's that time in the program to welcome a very special guest of honor onto our show this morning, and once again invite y'all to turn your ears towards the radio as we salute the second half of this visit with two of the pioneers of country music. That, of course, is a visit between Ralph Emery and, of course, Faron Young. As mentioned, this is the second part of an interview that was taken from the 1975 year. Also, it appears on the Emery's Memories CD set that came out many years ago of Ralph Emery's. And with that mentioned, we'll follow this with another all-time classic by Faron out of his collection of country music called Wind Me Up. With that, here now from the golden era of country music is our late great friends Faron Young and Ralph Emery once again.
My guest is Faron Young. Faron, did you always want to be a singer when you were a kid?
Well, I first wanted to be a radio announcer, a sports announcer. I really did, yeah. And then I started singing. I sang all my life. Even when I was in school, I sang pop music up to about my senior year of high school.
Did you ever get in close to the announcing?
Well, I was a disc jockey at KWKH.
Did you ever do any play-by-play?
No. I don't think I could have done it. It was just something I used to get out and get a tin can, you know, and say, right now he's on third base, and here comes the striking, and I just make up games in my little head. I thought someday I'd want to be. We had a baseball team called the Shreveport Sports.
I remember that. They were in the Texas League,
right? Texas League, and I used to go to ball games, and then I'd listen to them on the radio, and I just thought that's what I'd like to be.
What do you mean you were a pop singer?
I never sang country music until I was right at about a senior in high school. I just sang pop music. I worked with combos and things around in clubs.
Is this the same young man we're talking about that yelled up at Hank Williams that he was going to be up there with him?
That was my senior year of high school when I first just started singing country, and Hank was the one that kind of influenced me because I started listening to him. And I went down to Hayride one time and saw him. In fact, I climbed in a window. I didn't have the admission ticket. I snuck in. That's the reason nowadays when I see kids sneaking into my show, I let them in because I did that once.
Apparently he converted you over to country music then.
But by listening to him, it just did something. He went out and sang the Lovesick Blues in encore 10 times. And I'd been working out in these pop clubs, they come up and give you a quarter and tell you to sing 10 songs for the quarter. So I went out to a country place and sang a song. The guy gave me a $5 bill. It didn't take me long to figure which way I was going to hit.
You used to sing a lot of what?
I did Sinatra and...
No, I meant, did you work high school dances or teen town hops?
Oh, yeah. We had a Saturday night little deal there, where like a talent show, when we was on every week, and then went around. I sang at all the assemblies, and I was in all the school plays. Every year it was a musical, and I was the star of the musical. And then I sang with some combos out around Shreveport and Bossier City.
I see. What role did you play in those musicals, Faron?
I just sang. We had some minstrels, but I just sang things like... I can't even think of them.
Anything that would come along involving singing, you'd jump at it then?
Yeah, because I always loved it, and it was just my way of communicating. Because I was so mean in school. If I hadn't been a singer, they'd kick me out of school. That's the only thing that saved me.
You get in a lot of fights?
Continuously in a fight.
Why? You mad at somebody?
I didn't have to really be mad. They just put me up to it. When I was in grammar school, I whipped everybody. And when I got into high school, I never did grow no more. And the other guys kept growing. And this one guy, I was playing football, and he came over, and he was about 6'4" then. And he said, Faron, do you remember that time you whipped me over at Jewella School and put my head in a commode and flushed it? I said, yeah, I remember that. He said, do you think you could do it again? I said, no, sir, I certainly don't. I knew he was waiting to hit me right then, but he didn't. Lucky for me.
Yeah, you know what? The Lord protects you. He's gotten you out of a lot of scrapes, hasn't he?
Well, the devil's got me into a lot of them, too.
I've heard a lot of people say that. Lord must look after Faron.
I think he does. Well, he looks after everybody. But like I say, the devil's got me into a lot of it, too.
Faron, this was the biggest record that you've ever had, wasn't it?
Right, 1960 and 61. Willie Nelson brought me this song down at Toots' Orchid Lounge.
Which is a local pub.
Right, and he'd carried the song to everybody in the music business. Nobody would record it. He brought me this and another tune called Congratulations, and I recorded them and put them out back to back.
Did he tell you everybody turned it down?
Yeah. In fact, he was pitching me Congratulations, and then he sang Hello Wall, and I said, that's a better song.
My guest is Faron Young, and we've mentioned earlier that he plays golf. I want to see you say Inverary.
Inverary.
Very good, Faron.
That's right out of Fort Lauderdale. It is, not Lauderdale, Lauderhill.
Lauderhill? Uh-huh. Didn't you play there in the Jackie Gleason?
I've been down there 3 years in a row with Jackie. He's quite a guy. I was down there this last year, and I had the president, Ford, came. That's really a mess. When the president comes around like that, it's a mess because all the Secret Service people and all, and you just can't hardly move. There's a guy standing on every building. And I know they had like 100 golf carts. Well, I was down for practice day, so I give this guy $50 tip every day to make sure I had a golf cart. And the day the president came to play, the Secret Service guys took all the golf carts, and I was the only one that had one. And Peter Marshall and Robert Stack and all them big movie stars went over and wanted to know how I got that cart.
You mean they had all the stars walking?
Yeah, they all had to walk because the Secret Service took them.
I presume that the president played with Jackie Gleason.
Oh, yeah, he played with Jackie Gleason and Jack Nicholas and Bob Hope. I was standing out there on the driving range with Tommy Aaron and Miller Barber, and some of us hitting balls, and this Secret Service guy come out there and said, Mr. Barber, will you be through in a minute? Yeah, we'd appreciate it when you do if you step by. Mr. Aaron, yes, I'll be through in a minute. And he said, and you? I said, who are you talking? He says, you, move out. I ain't got to tell you what I told him. But I stayed right there after I had my few choice words to tell him that I was going to hit the rest of the bucket of balls I had.
Why were they moving you out?
Because the president and Bob and Jackie was coming out, and they were wanting that spot for them to hit some practice balls.
I see.
So I just keep hitting my ball, and I looked around. Here they come, the president with all them guards around and all. And he put the president right over next to me, and then Bob Hope. And I got through hitting my balls, and I moved.
Are you and Jackie Gleason good friends?
Well, I can't say I'm a good friend of his because I don't know him that well. I talked to him down there, and he's been a very nice guy to me. And the way I got in there was, Jackie listens to a country music station down there, and he had been listening to 4 in the morning. And, of course, he and I were on Capitol Records for years together, and he sees my picture in the Capitol Record Club and things like that. So he knows who I am, I'll put it that way. But no, I mean, he had invited me over to his house for dinner.
How's your little girl?
She's doing fine, Ralph. She started school this year and made me cry.
Her name is Alana?
Alana Denise, 6 years old.
Wasn't she sick at one time?
She has a bad heart now. She was born with a bad heart, and we took her off the medicines and all, and you wouldn't know anything was wrong with looking at it. It's a little tiny heart hole, but it makes a lot of noise. But the doctor said that's good because if it was a bigger hole, it would make less noise.
She has a tiny hole in her heart?
Yeah, but she really is truly my piece of heaven, this little gal. And I did this song just for her.
Did you cry when she went to school?
Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir, I did. And I did a lot of crying and praying when she was born, too, and they took her away from us with that bad heart and put her in intensive care, Sometimes you get to thinking you're mean and tough. I can tell you, boy, you can get on your knees real quick when you get a situation like that going.
Yeah, I imagine she's got Daddy wrapped around her little finger then.
She gets about anything she wants. I told you one time she was the only kid in town with a Rolls-Royce limousine and a chauffeur.
Faron, who's been all over the world and had 14 careers in his young life. How old are you, Faron?
43.
You,
No one believes that when I tell them I'm 43 because they think I'm older. Because it's like my 24th year in the business, since I had my first hit record.
Well, you're fortunate, too, because you've had hit records all those years. A lot of people that had hit records back in the 50s when you started don't have them anymore.
Well, they're not around, a lot of them. That's true. I have been very lucky. One thing I've done, though, I work at this as a business. I try to keep up with the times, from way back like this song, Live Fast, Love Hard, and Die Young. Well, the times have changed, the sounds have changed, and I've tried to... My new songs are different than the old songs.
Well, I tried to make this show a blend of the old and the new since you've had so many hits. This is from the 50s era, isn't it?
This was a tune that I detested. And Ken Nelson made me record this song. He was my A&R man back then. I put it out, and it was a big, big hit. And then I got to liking it. Especially when the check came in, yeah.
You did another one long about that time, a lot like this one, I thought. I've got $5 and it's Saturday night.
I got $5 on Saturday night, Live Fast, Love Hard, and if you ain't loving, you ain't living.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing.
And let me see. Well, later on, every time I'm kissing you, I think of you kissing him.
I miss you already. And you're not even
that's the one I was trying to think of. I miss you already, and you're not even gone.
Country Girl, The Yellow Bandana. Boy, I can go on with them.
70 top 10 records in a career spanning 24 years.
About 3 a year.
That's not too bad.
No, I hope I can just have that many more in the next 24 years.
You got in the business.
But you know what I do? Like I said, people don't believe my age. When I tell them I'm 43, they'll say, how many more? So I have a new thing now. When they ask me, I feel I might well get a compliment out of it. Otherwise, they're going to call me a liar anyway. They say, how old are you? And I say, I'll be 59 my next birthday. And they say, damn, you look good for your age.
I'm the center of attention in this barroom, 'cause I've got the biggest heartache of the year. And each night those swinging doors reach out for me and draw me in, 'cause they know each night that I'll come back to wind me up again. Wind me up, turn me on, and watch me cry for you. Lately, drinking warm red wine is all I want to do, and I never know how tight I'll wind me up to lakes way out in California, and I'm hoping this will be their biggest year. 'Cause scarlet water's all that's left to keep me hanging on, and that's why I'll try to wind me up each day and night next year. Wind me up, turn me on, and watch me cry for you. Lately drinking warm red wine is all I wanna do, and I never know how tight I'll wind me up till I walk in. But I don't care, 'cause I'll be back to wind me up again.
I met my darling in the springtime when all the flowers were in bloom.
You don't realize that I still feel the same.
Hello friends, this here is your old host with the most, country western music, Johnny Woodlock, and I'd like to tell you all about the upcoming 2026 Napanee Country Jamboree happening from July 9th through the 11th in the heart of Napanee, Ontario. With an amazing lineup of singers, this is going to be a 3-day event which is hosted by Landon Martin, and for those interested, weekend passes cost $100 and also day passes and evening passes are also available. Purchase tickets you can call 613-583-7087. Yes, this is going to be a great time had by all, so come on out to the 2026 Napanee Country Jamboree.
On time, hoping you'd come back home. When I got there, the house was bare.
Well, yes, friends, I do hope y'all enjoyed that visit with our good friends and late friends, Ralph Emery and Faron Young. With that, we are once again back here on the Way Back with Johnny program, and with that, I would like to send us into the third and final hour with one more classic song before we send us into the third and final hour. And that, of course, is a song borrowed from the Old Christmas collection of recordings by Faron Young, the sheriff of country music. With that, let's remember a festive favorite called Christmas in the Mountains. We'll dedicate this to all the fans out there listening in today that really enjoy the Christmas spirit all year long. With that, here's an old time classic called Christmas in the Mountains by Faron Young.
Papa's busy making her own decoration. Papa's cutting down a Christmas tree, and the children are all looking for old Santa, and everybody's waiting for the Christmas Jubilee. I'm going home, back to the mountain, where I can hear the mountain banjo ring. I'm going home, back to the mountain. I'm coming home, Bull Mountain, 'cause it's Christmas time again. I can hear the banjos ringing in the mountain. Christmas time is coming through the string. I can smell the ham cooking in the kitchen. I can feel the Christmas spirit when the mountain people sing. I'm going home, back to the mountain, where I can hear the mountain banjo ring. I'm going home, back to the mountain. I'm coming home, Bull Mountain, 'cause it's Christmas time again. I'm coming home, Bull Mountain, 'cause it's Christmas time again.
Now, friends, once again, it's that time in the program. Take us into the third and final hour of our Way Back with Johnny show here on CFRC 101.9 FM and also www.oshawarocks.com. As we remember another collection of sacred gospel songs this morning, I would like to once again share some great gospel favorites. In these songs, they talk about the beautiful gardens that are mentioned in the Bible. First, we'll hear from the Queen of Country Music, Miss Kitty Wells, in a song called Let's Regain the Garden. We'll then follow with a longtime friend of Faron Young's, Ray Price, the Cherokee Cowboy, and his version of In the Garden. And we'll wrap up with sending us into the very top of the hour with Faron Young again, and his classic called Beautiful Garden of Prayer. With that, I hope you all enjoy these, and we will be back on the other side of the hour. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
Let's regain the garden, the beautiful garden we lost long ago through sin. Let's regain the garden, the beautiful garden with open arms. God will welcome you in.
Long ago, there was a garden, a beautiful garden that we all want to see someday. It was made by Him above, just for you and me to love, and someday we will live in the garden.
Let's regain the garden, the beautiful garden we lost long ago through sin. Let's regain the garden, the beautiful garden with open arms. God will welcome you in.
If we regain the garden to live with our Savior who bled and died for our sins, if we serve Him every day, then He'll take us away to our home in that beautiful garden.
Let's regain the garden, the beautiful garden we lost long ago through sin. Let's regain the garden, the beautiful garden with open arms. God will welcome you in.
I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing, and he walks with me and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
There's a garden where Jesus is waiting. There's a place that is wondrously fair, for it glows with the light of His presence. The beautiful garden of oh, the beautiful garden, the garden of prayer. Oh, the beautiful garden of prayer. There my Savior awaits, and He opens the gates to the beautiful garden of prayer. Oh, the beautiful garden, the garden of prayer. Oh, the beautiful garden of prayer. There my Savior awaits, and He opens the gates to the beautiful garden of prayer.
I was roaming round in Nashville in the state of Tennessee.
Hi, everybody. This is Ralph Emery in Nashville. You're listening to Johnny Woodlock here on Way Back.
These stars will always shine. They'll live forever in the Country Hall of Fame.
Now, friends, following those classic gospel favorites, we're once again back here, and it's that time in the program to welcome y'all back into the third and final hour of this morning's Way Back with Johnny Woodlock show. I'd like to remind y'all that we are still coming to you via the Woodlock Ranch and Studios in Cornwall, Ontario. We can also be heard over historic CFRC 101.9 FM from the heart of Limestone City of Kingston, Ontario, as well as throughout the Durham and Greater Toronto area at www.oshawarocks.com. And yes, we can also be heard anytime at Way Back with Johnny on YouTube. With all that mentioned, I'd like to welcome you all to this, the third and final hour of today's program. With a mention, I would like to share another double feature of a man who would have celebrated his 91st birthday this past week, and that was on Tuesday this past week, the 17th of February, born 1935, and that, of course, is the legendary Texas singer Johnny Bush. And as my dear friend and fellow radio host Dallas Wayne out of Texas says, a day without Johnny Bush is like a day without sunshine. With that, we would like to pay tribute to Johnny Bush's 91st birthday with an all-time classic called Darkness on the Face of the Earth, and then we'll follow with another all-time favorite called Jim, Jack, and Rose. With that, I'd like to dedicate these in loving memory of a late friend and a dear mentor of many, the late great Johnny Bush. Welcome in, friends.
The morning that you left me was just another day. How could I see the sorrow that had found me? And then you laughed and told me that I was in your way, and I turned and ran as heaven fell around me. I stumbled through the darkness, my footsteps were unsure. I lived within a world that had no sunshine. When you left me, darling, my world came to an end, and now there's darkness on the face of the earth. The stars fell out of heaven, the moon could not be found. The sun was in a million pieces scattered all around. Why did you ever leave me? You knew how it would hurt, and now there's darkness on the face of the earth. The stars fell out of the moon could not be found. The sun was in a million pieces scattered all around. Why did you ever leave me? You knew how it would hurt, and now there's darkness on the face of the earth. And now there's darkness on the face of the earth. These three close friends and I get together every night at the tavern at Broadway and First. Then we sit way in the back, me and Jim, Rose and Jack, where we silently work on my thirst. Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, and sweet Gypsy Rose, they're always wherever I go. They're the only friends I've got, and I'm proud I've got to know Jim Beam, Jack Daniels and sweet Gypsy Rose. Real friends who understand, they don't resist my shaky hand. They sat and listened and I never must insist. Gypsy Rose watches my eyes, and if she thinks I'm about to cry, she caresses my lips with her kiss. She'll be Jack Daniels and sweet Gypsy Rose. They're always wherever I go. They're the only friends I've got, and I'm proud I got to know Jim Beam, Jack Daniels and sweet Gypsy Rose.
Now, friends, it's once again that time in the program to pay tribute to the pioneers of the golden era of Maritimes of Canada country music. With that, let's salute our Atlantic Lullaby segment this week with first Dick Nolan and one of my all-time favorite songs from Newfoundland called The Last Train Headed Home. We'll then follow with our beloved king of the Newfies, Michael T. Wall, and a song he wrote called My Old Guitar and Me. And we'll wrap up here with none other than the first lady of song when it comes to Newfoundland legends, Miss Joan Morrissey, and her all-time classic called Thank God We're Surrounded by Water. With that, we'll also say good morning to each and every one of you down east, but also a happy Sunday to Peter and Myrna Trenholm in Pugwash, Nova Scotia. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
Well, when I die, just put me on a fast train and take me to that old Cape Breton shore. Then put me on a slow boat bound for Newfie, and let the Newfie bullet run once more. The first time that I left home, I left home on the bullet, and my mama cried because I had to go. I just love the sounds of trains and old train whistles. So when I die, let her ride just once more. It's a shame, Lord, that some things, they never last. Oh, the Carson and the Bullet, they now live in the past. The Carson's gone, but the Bullet's still alive. So when I die, let her ride just one more time. The first time that I left home on the bullet, and my mama cried because I had to go. I just love the sounds of trains and old train whistles. So when I die, let her ride just once more. Yes, when I die, let her ride just once more.
Well, her body's cracked and showing signs of age. Her skin is dry and weathered, and she's seen far better days. Her poor old neck's not quite as straight as it once used to be, but we're still the best of friends, her and me. She's shared my life since I was just a lad. She's been there through the good times, and she's been there through the bad. I poured my heart out through her 100,000 times, and I still treasure this old guitar of mine. Yeah, we're still friends, this old guitar and me. We knocked around together since I was just a kid. And although her tune's not quite the same as when she was in her prime, I still treasure this old guitar of mine. Oh, I still treasure this old guitar of mine. She was handed down to me many years ago, and I can still remember the first song that I wrote. When I travel around the country, she was always by my side, and together we always managed to get by. Now she's slowly fading into disrepair, but there's a lifetime full of memories in every scar she bears. And although her ancient timbers are not gold or silver lined, I still treasure this old guitar of mine. Yeah, we're still friends, this old guitar and me. We knocked around together since I was just a kid. And although her tune's not quite the same as when she was in her prime, I still treasure this old guitar of mine. Oh, I still treasure this old guitar of mine. Yeah, we're still friends, this old guitar and me. We knocked around together since I was just a kid. And although her tune's not quite the same as when she was in her prime, I still treasure this old guitar of mine. Oh, I still treasure this old guitar of mine.
About Newfoundland, dear. We haven't got money or riches to spare, but we can be thankful for one small affair. Thank God we're surrounded by water. The sea, oh the sea, the wonderful sea. Long may she roll between people and me, and everyone here should get down on one knee. Thank God we're surrounded by water. Came from land into John Groat. They came over to ride our colonial goat. We'd have 8 million more, but they didn't have boats. Thank God we're surrounded by water. The sea, oh the sea, the wonderful sea. Long may she roll between people and me, and everyone here should get down on one knee. Thank God we're surrounded by water. Visitors tasted our Newfoundland screech, tipped up the bottle, drank 6 ounces each. Then they let out a yell as they ran for our beach. Thank God we're surrounded by water. The sea, oh the sea, the wonderful sea. Long may she roll between people and me, and everyone here should get down on one knee. Thank God we're surrounded by water. Now Bessie Joe Kemp took her horse for a ride. She ripped her old bloomers way up the left side. Then she hung them to dry on the beach at low tide. Oh, thank God we're surrounded by water. The sea, oh the sea, the wonderful sea. Long may she roll between Bessie and me. And everyone here should get down on one knee. Thank God we're surrounded by water. In Quebec want a separate state, including our own Labrador. Just you wait. They came down to Belle Isle, but they can't walk our straits. Thank God we're surrounded by water. The sea, oh the sea, the wonderful sea. Long may she roll between people and me. And everyone here should get down on one knee. Thank God we're surrounded by water. Joey was God, said the liberal bunch. One day on our harbor he walked after lunch, but he didn't quite make that old Galilee stunt. Thank God we're surrounded by water. The sea, oh the sea, the wonderful sea. Long may she roll between Joey and me. And everyone here should get down on one knee. Thank God we're surrounded by water. Thank God we're surrounded by water.
Newfoundlander, and I sing a happy song.
Hello friends, this is Michael T. Wall, the singing Newfoundlander, and you are listening to my good friend Johnny Woodlock right here on Way Back over CFRC 101.9 Kingston, Ontario, Canada.
And are singing Newfoundlander from the Isle of Newfoundland.
Well, yes, friends, following those East Coast favorites, we're once again back here, and it's that time in the program to pay tribute to the bluegrass legends of old. With that mentioned, I would like to salute a collection of snow-inspired songs. First, we'll hear from Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, and February Snow. We'll then follow with the Larry Sparks Band, and of course, Larry Sparks did a wonderful song called Snow-Covered Mound. And we'll send this out to our good friend Tom Wilson out there in Brockville, Ontario, who's just discovering Larry's music and has asked me to play some of it for him. And then we'll wrap up with the queen of bluegrass music, Miss Rhonda Vincent, and her all-time classic version of Deepening Snow. With that, I'd like to salute these as our great legends of the lonesome sound of bluegrass this morning, and also send out a very happy hello to Sparky, also known as Sandra Day, out there in Ingleside, Ontario. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
Come and sit beside me and I'll sing you one last song for you to carry with you as you go. And I remember you here in the frosty dawn and the lightly falling February snow. Now tomorrow you'll be rolling somewhere light and free, somewhere these chilly winds don't blow. And maybe now and then you'll stop and think of me and the lightly falling February snow. Don't ask me where the magic moments all have gone. You know you don't really want to know. And your memory of me is gonna last as long as the early melting February snow. I guess there ain't no use for us to try to talk. We maybe should have tried it long ago. Now all the summer pathways where we used to walk are covered by the February snow.
behind your garden in the sun, and that it helps your pretty flowers grow. And maybe I'll just be remembered as the one who saw you through the February snow. Come and sit beside me and I'll sing you one last song for you to carry with you as you go. And I remember you here in the frosty dawn, and the lightly falling February snow, and the lightly falling February snow.
Covered with snow neath the mantle of white, sleeping so calm while the winter winds blow. Our mother is resting from the day and the night. She sleeps in a grave all covered with snow. Sleeping neath the gentle snow, sweetly she sleeps while the winter winds blow. Calmly she's resting neath the mantle of white. Our mother is sleeping, she's sleeping tonight. There she will sleep till the springtime has come. Sweet fragrant roses will bloom o'er her tomb. Sleeping so calm while the winter winds blow, she sleeps in a grave all covered with snow. Sleeping neath the gentle snow, sweetly she sleeps while the winter winds blow. Calmly she's resting neath the mantle of white. Our mother is sleeping, she's sleeping tonight. There she will sleep beneath the snow-covered mound, till that glad day when the trumpet shall sound. Then she will wake from her slumber below, and be reunited to live evermore. Sleeping neath the gentle snow, sweetly she sleeps while the winter winds blow. Calmly she's resting neath the mantle of white. Our mother is sleeping, she's sleeping tonight.
It's snowing out there in the garden. I've sat here and watched it all night. The kids will be thrilled when they waken and look at the snow deep and white. But the snow makes me think of my darling, 'cause he hated the snow and the cold. Now he lies in a grave back in Knoxville, with a headstone that's just 1 year old. Won't you please make the winter go quick, Lord, so the flowers around him
quick low, so the flowers around him will grow. I can't stand the thought of my darling lying there in the deep budding snow, lying there in the deep budding snow. You rolled out of Rosine, a dedicated man. You drove those country back roads to 1,001 night stands.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Vincent, the Queen of Bluegrass Music, and you're listening to my good friend Johnny Woodlock right here at the Wayback Show. You take care and blessings to you.
Did it look like old Kentucky when the gates swung open wide? And the good Lord's got you playing somewhere up there every night. Is the grass any bluer on the other side?
Now, friends, following those legendary bluegrass pioneers of old, I would like to now once again welcome you all to the third and final part of this visit with legendary pioneers of country music, Ralph Emery and Faron Young. As we salute this legendary sheriff of country music and honor the careers of Ralph Emery and also Faron Young with a third and final part of this interview with Faron and Ralph. Following this, we will hear the all-time signature song that Faron brought all the way up to #1 on the charts many years ago, but was also written by legendary Willie Nelson, and that is, of course, Hello Walls. So now let's drift back to 1975 and remember an all-time visit with Ralph Emery and Faron Young once again. Here they are, friends.
Farron, here in my notes about you.
You ain't got enough paper to write down everything about me.
I got a lot of notes on you. It said you sold fertilizer. Do you sell fertilizer?
Yes, I used to be one of the... I still think I'm doing a pretty good job at selling it, Ralph. So are you, come to think about it. Yeah, I was called a little fertilizer boy. I had an old truck my daddy had discarded, and I finally got it to working. In fact, I went and worked part-time in a junkyard get the extra parts, get the old truck running. And, you know, back then, you'd sell a whole truckload of barnyard fertilizer, you get $5. Now they say a little bitty bag of it for that. I've been thinking about going back in the business again.
Well, did you get to keep all the money? Were you in business for yourself?
Oh, I was a contractor. Yes, sir. You know, and I even bought me another little car on the side, see. And one day we were out, and we had this other boy work for him. I'd pay him like $1. You know, I was the boss. It would who was the head man around there in that fertilizer business. I was about 16.
What other kind of jobs did you have
I worked
before you got to the singing?
I worked as an upholsterer in an upholstery shop, putting on seat covers. Worked in a paint and body shop, doing the sanding and the cleanup. And what else? I used to sell aluminum awnings and screens, and also help make them in a factory.
All this while you were a teenager?
Right, during my summer times.
You had a lot of jobs.
I used to make a lot of money selling the fertilizer. I ain't kidding you.
You'd do anything to get off that farm, wouldn't you?
Well, I was still on the farm, but I worked during the day, you know, because we had to milk cows twice a day, and then during the day, during the summer, that's when I'd sell the fertilizer. I know me and Sonny went out and sold fertilizer all day and made about $50. And that was a lot of money back then. Then we went and got my little car, and we had a date with these two good-looking girls. Of course, we didn't tell them that we were fertilizer salesmen. We were trying to make them think we were some big shots. So we went over to one of the finest steakhouses in town, trying to impress these girls. They're from the other side of town, see. Sonny had met them. It was a blind date to me. And there we are sitting there ordering this steak, and here come this man and woman in it we had sold a load of fertilizer to. And I knew it was coming. She walked over to the table, and me and Sonny both was trying to get under it. So she said, "Oh, look, honey, there's the little fertilizer boys." Them girls looked at each other. Boy, it was embarrassing to us. What did y'all really do? So we had to rat out on ourselves.
Farron, who was the Sonny? Was he a buddy of yours?
Yeah, Sonny Hearn.
Well, do you have any brothers?
I have two brothers. I have a brother. Two brothers older than I am.
You have any sisters?
Two sisters.
All living?
And I'm the baby,
Oh, are you?
I was the baby.
You the baby?
I was the little baby.
Were you spoiled?
No way. You didn't get spoiled around my house, friend. No way. I stayed there, long all the rest of them was gone. I was still there milking them cows.
Little brother.
But you know what happens to you in a poor family. You got all the hand-me-downs. It didn't bother me so much I got my brother's shoes were too big, but I was wearing my sister's dresses at school and killed you. I mean, every time I get a record that gets in the charts, I'm amazed at myself. Because It amazes me to see people line up in the auditorium, pay their hard-earned money to come in and listen to me sing. I've never got over that thought. It amazes me.
That people would pay to see you sing?
Right.
Haven't you learned that you're a star yet?
I don't believe there's no such thing as a star, but I believe that you owe somebody, if they do pay to come see you, you owe them a good job because it's their money. They worked at a job somewhere to get that money to see you do your job, and I think you owe them that much.
Faron, would you like to be in the Hall of Fame?
Well, no time soon. I don't think I'm ready for it yet. It kind of scares me to get in that thing.
Now, that may sound like a dumb question. I suppose everybody would like to be in the Hall of Fame, but I feel sure that one day your turn's going to come.
Well, I think what scares anybody about a Hall of Fame, they usually put you in there just before you die, right after you did. So I wasn't no big hurry to get in it.
Faron, do you know Muhammad Ali?
Yeah, I know Muhammad. Boy, he is a big man. I never realized you watch somebody on television or something, and then I walked up to this guy in person, and boy, he is a huge person and perfectly built. I mean, you couldn't have molded a man more perfectly built in my hand.
He tell you how great he was?
Oh, yeah. He told me that he was going to whip Joe Frazier and all this, and that's right after Frazier done knocked his block off for him, too.
Where'd you meet Muhammad Ali?
I met him down at Gleason's tournament down in Florida. And, of course, I can't mention my product back then I was selling, but he told me I better bring a lot of them because Frazier was going to need them next time he got a hold of him, you know.
You used to, yes, all right. Okay.
Can't mention that one.
But I just wondered how you met him. Did you just go up and say, hi, Muhammad Ali, I'm Faron Young?
That's what I did. He knew who I was from that commercial.
Did he shake your hand?
Oh, yeah.
Did he just about break yours?
No, he was very gentle with me, but Gleason came up and said, "Oh, get over here, pal. I'll whip you with one arm tied behind me." And they started scuffling, just acting silly, you know.
I've heard he has a great big hand.
He does have a big hand. He's just a big person, and he's a good-looking person. Really, he's a very handsome person.
You a fan of his?
Oh, yeah, I bet. You know, you take a guy like Muhammad, everybody wants to see him lose. It's just natural when you be champ. I just wish I'd have bet $1 million on him every time he fought.
People don't bet against him too often, though.
You wouldn't have lost but twice if you'd have bet $1 million on him every time.
Well, see, he lost to Joe Frazier, and he lost to...
Norton.
Yeah, Norton upset him.
Right. He upset him. All right, he broke his jaw. I'd have been pretty upset about that, too.
One quick story, Faron. The automobile auction, where you were talking with your hands.
Did I tell you that while ago?
We didn't talk about it on the air.
Oh. Yeah, I was out here. They were auctioning cars off, and I was talking to a guy next to me. They said,
waving your hand?
Waving my hand, just talking to him. And next thing I knew, they said, sold to that man in the blue coat. I said, what did I buy? They said, that $18,000 Rolls Royce. I said, you got to be kidding. I wasn't bidding on that car. And lucky for me, the district attorney of Nashville was sitting there. I was talking with him, too. Well, they might have locked me up. He said, this guy was just having a conversation with us.
But at an auction, you raise your finger or your hand to bid.
I wasn't even looking at it. I didn't even know what they were selling. And Cal, who owns the Weno Radio, told me, he said, you know, you're the only guy I know you can get in trouble anywhere. Just anywhere.
Yeah, I think he's right. I'm only going to tell you goodbye one time. On this show one other time, I think I told you bye 3 times, and you finally quit telling me bye.
Well, bye, Ralph. I've been enjoyed it. It's been a wonderful week, and all you nice people that's tuned us in, we hope you've enjoyed it. And next week, Ralph will be back with another special guest star, and I'm just happy I had a portion to do with maybe some happiness in your life this week.
And Faron, this has been Country Music Month.
Country Music
We're
Month.
still into Country Music Month, and I thank you for being our guest star.
Everybody enjoy it. There's nothing I like better than country music than you people out there that like it.
This is Ralph Emery saying so long till we see you again.
Hello, walls. How things go for you today? Don't you miss her? Since she up and walked away, and I'll bet you regret to spend another lonely night with me. Only walls, I'll keep you company. Hello, Wendell. Well, I see that you're still here. Aren't you lonely?
our darling disappeared. Well, look here, is that a teardrop in the corner of your pane? Don't you try to tell me that it's rain. She went away and left us all alone the way she planned. Guess we'll have to learn to get along without her if we can. Hello, Stephen. I'm gonna stare at you a while. You know I can't sleep, so won't you bear with me a while? We must all stick together, or else I'll lose my mind. I've got a feeling she'll be gone a long, long time.
You gotta keep those cards and letters coming in, honey.
Howdy, friends and listeners. This here is your old host with most country western music and bluegrass music, Johnny Woodlock. And I'd like to invite y'all, my listeners, to write yours truly, Johnny Woodlock, as well as Sim Bush and also Little Gunny, here at the Woodlock Ranch and Studios. Have you ever had a thought or a message for us about this program you hear weekly? If so, we would love to hear from you. So write to us at our email address at waybackwwoodlock@gmail.com, and we'll be sure to write you back. In the meantime, back to the show, friends, and happy listening.
So keep those cards and letters coming in.
Well, friends, we're fastly approaching the end of the Way Back with Johnny's program and dedicated program to the Sheriff of Country Music, Faron Young. With that shared, I would like to once again salute a classic by none other than Faron Young that was recorded on his last recordings in 1992. It would be released in 2007 as a EP called If You're Hungry, and it was recorded for Union Records and later released in 2007 on Showboat Records. With that, from the last recorded project of Faron Young's, we'll hear an all-time classic called Sweet Tennessee. We'll be back following this to hear the Way Back Song of the Week, and then we'll take us all home. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
This traveling life I've chosen takes me far away from you. The highway signs and thin white lines, every day I'm someplace new. In and out of motel rooms, a different bed each night. A lifetime full of loneliness, and the end is not in sight. Oh, sweet Tennessee, don't give up on me. Oh, sweet Tennessee, someday this road will set me free. For there's been too many strange faces, too many faraway places, and all these lonely nights are sure getting to me. And I can't wait to be with you in Tennessee. Every time I pack my suitcase, I see sadness fill your eyes. And I know it hurts you badly when we have to say goodbye. But it's the way I make my living, it's the only life I know. But it won't be long, sweet Tennessee, till I'll be coming home. Oh, sweet Tennessee, don't give up on me. Oh, sweet Tennessee, someday This road will set me free, for there's been too many strange faces, too many faraway places, and all these lonely nights are sure getting to me. And I can't wait to be with you in Tennessee. Oh, I can't wait to be with you in Tennessee.
Now, friends, I'd like to pay tribute to a hero of mine who passed away this week on Monday past, the 16th of February. That, of course, was the legendary Robert Duvall. He had been in numerous movies as well as television programs over the years. And with that mentioned, I would like to pay tribute to Robert Duvall with an all-time classic that he recorded called Decided to Leave Here Forever. With that mentioned, it breaks our heart to know that Robert Duvall sadly passed away, but he was 95 years young, and he of course will forever live in my heart and memories as the legendary Gus on Lonesome Dove. So I'll send this out to all those Robert Duvall fans out there, and also play following this song and a little clip from Lonesome Dove, and then be back with the song of the week. Welcome in, friends, and yes, we'll miss you, Mr. Duvall. Thanks for all the golden screen memories.
I decided to leave here forever. Let me know if you're coming along. Otherwise I'll be gone in the morning. Let me know what you have on your mind. Let me know if you always will want me, or if you'll wander into another's arms. Let me know what you decide, dear, and let me rest my head for a while. When I leave here early in the morning, I shall look to see if you are there. Otherwise my heart, it will be broken, for soon I know you won't be there. Then I'll know that I've taken my last look at the one love I've known for so long. Then I'll close the door on us forever, and we can rest our souls for a while. I decided to leave here forever. Let me know if you're coming along. Otherwise I'll be gone in the morning. Let me know what you have on your mind.
What is that thing that you hope people think of when they see your body of work?
Well, maybe they get something out of the fact that I think I'm versatile and can do different things, and benefit from any of the humanity and the positive things that come out of those parts.
Besides the whiskey, I think will require a little respect. I'm Captain Augustus McCrae. This is Captain Woodrow F. Call.
I walked this earth my whole life with my pride, see. Now, if that's lost, then let the rest be lost with it. Because there's certain things my vanity won't abide.
Well, I guess you're gonna want a fancy funeral too, ain't you?
I've been thinking of that. I have a favor to ask you, and then I'll do you a favor in return.
What favor?
I want you to bury me down yonder in Clara's orchard.
Clara's orchard? I don't recall seeing she had one.
You remember that little grove of pecans by the creek we stopped at back in Texas?
Back in Texas? You want me to haul you back to Texas? Well, we just got to Montana.
I know where we just got to, Woodrow. I'm the one dying here, ain't I?
Well, I imagine Clara'd be glad to give you a place in that little family cemetery she's got there. That'd make you feel better.
I mean, you'd bury me next to that dumb horse trader she was married to. Hell, why don't you just throw me out the window right now and be done with it?
Texas.
Yes, Texas. That's your favor to me, and that's my favor to you, too. I'm giving you a reason to go off on another adventure so you don't get bored being a ranger, which you ain't one anyway.
You're one of a kind, Augustus. We're gonna miss you.
Even you?
Even me.
And yes, friends, following our tribute to Robert Duvall, we are once again back here, and it's that time in the week to pay tribute to the Way Back Song of the Week. With that, we'll play a special song, which was a duet in one of the biggest classics for Faron Young and Margie Singleton back in 1964. It'll be a song called Keeping Up with the Joneses. And with that, I would like to share that this is this weekend's Way Back Song of the Week. We will be back following this. Send us all home.
Well, the Joneses bought a new house. We did too.
Then a new car, so we bought one too. 'Cause we had to keep up with the Joneses. It was the usual thing to do.
Then the Joneses start going out on the town.
And that's when the Joneses started going down. But we had to keep up with the Joneses. So we started making the rounds. Then suddenly it happened, their love fell apart. Now the Joneses aren't the same as before.
And we couldn't let the Joneses get ahead of us.
So now we're not us anymore.
Now old Jones is getting ready for the trial.
Guess we'll follow them in single file. 'Cause we've got to keep up with the Joneses. Don't you wish that the Joneses would cry? Yes, we had to keep up with the Joneses. Oh, don't you wish that the Joneses would cry? 'Cause we had to keep up with the Joneses.
Hey everybody, this is Margie Singleton in Nashville, Tennessee, and you're listening to my good friend Johnny Woodlock right here on Way Back. Keep listening. You'll be glad you did.
Yes, we had to keep up with the Joneses.
Well, yes, friends, once again, it's that time in the program to say so long from the Way Back with Johnny show here on this great channel. With that mention, I would also like to thank each and every one of you for tuning into the program today. Faron Young sadly passed away following self-inflicted gunshot wounds on December 10th in 1996, following depression and feeling that the country music industry had forgotten him. It was 4 years later, in 2000, that he would be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame of Nashville, Tennessee, and his contribution to the country music scene has never been forgotten. With that mention, I would also like to share that he was cremated and his ashes were scattered over Old Hickory Lake and the former Johnny Cash house that was on Old Hickory Lake. With that, I would like to play us home today with a couple of sacred songs. First is going to be the legendary Patsy Cline and Life's Railway to Heaven, and then we'll follow with another all-time classic by Faron Young himself and called Supper Time. I will be back here next weekend. Next weekend, we will be paying tribute to the March 5th, 1963 tribute to the darkest day in country music, as I've often referred to it as. With that, I would like to say so long for this weekend, and may God bless and keep each and every one of you safe and sound. God bless you, and have a good week. We'll catch y'all next weekend. So long for now, friends.
Choo-choo, choo-choo, oh, oh, choo-choo, oh, oh, choo-choo, oh, oh.
Life is like a mountain railroad with an engineer that's brave. We must make the run successful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curves, the fills and tunnels, never falter, never fail.
Years ago in days of childhood, I used to play till evening shadows come, then winding down an old familiar pathway, I heard my mother call at set of sun. Come home, it's supper time. The shadows leave them fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last.
Some of the fondest memories of my childhood were woven around supper time. As the shadows grew long in the evening and the birds started to wing their way home, I knew it wouldn't be long until my mom would call from the back steps of the old home place. Come on home, son, it's supper time. Well, sir, it didn't take much persuasion to get we hungry children to pull in our kites, put up our toys, and start for home. But those days are gone now, but the memory of them began to weave a truth into the warp of my soul that is even more thrilling than the memory of those childhood days. For I'm sure, and it won't be long, until we hear the supper time call from the portals of glory, and then we'll put away the things of this life as we did when we were children, and heed the call for the greatest supper time of them all, with all of God's children and with Jesus.
We're going home at last.
Another show is over, another day gone by, with good friends all around me. How the time do fly.
Howdy, friends and listeners. This here is your old host with most, Johnny Woodlock, reporting for Way Back with Johnny over this great channel. The previous show does not represent anything associated with the channel heard on. It is the sole associate of Woodlock Ranch Studios, Cornwall, Ontario. With that, have a great day, and we'll catch y'all next week. So long, friends.
It's hard to find the words I want to say, but friends, I'll try. God bless you all and keep you till we meet again. Goodbye.